Yeah. Most people, if they have like face cams,
Yeah, they
do
that.
3, 2, 1, clap, and then they'll stick the clap up with their hands. But
Yeah. We're hot now, by the way.
You're hot.
You're hot. It's just like,
hey everyone, it's your boys.
Spider-Man.
2 titties and a half coming at you live.
I'm only half a titty.
Actually, I'm more 3 titties. I'm thick.
Welcome to our playthrough of Spider-Man 2018 for the PlayStation 4 / PlayStation 5.
Yeah, so this was my requested first game that we record.
Yep, and it's Spider-Man, as you can clearly see.
As you can see, I'm more of a DC guy, always have been, but I love Spider-Man. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man. I love the Sam Raimi movies. They're really near and dear to my heart, especially the third one. And this game is just super good. I think in some aspects that's like way better than some of the Arkham games. Some that's not, but you know, we'll talk about those as we get in. But
well, let's get right into it. That's my file.
How did you plan that?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god.
It's a very funny coincidence. So
you son of a bitch.
Just to give the audience a little context here, I have not finished this game yet. We're playing on Amazing, right?
Amazing. Yeah, that's like somewhat normal mode. We're not playing hard mode.
So I have not finished. You can set that to the headphones or whatever. I don't really care. I have not finished the game myself, but this is a great game. This is such an amazing product that Insomniac Games has made, and
should be good. I'm probably gonna turn off the QTEs when we get in, but I'll wait for the game to start up so it won't interrupt the action per se.
I'm very excited. Like, I've done nothing but play this game in between my classes, and it has been such a great journey.
I played a lot of Avengers recently, but when you're playing single player stuff, this is basically good too.
This is great. So, we don't have a name yet.
No, 2 titties and a half is what I'm thinking, but I don't know. That one's probably not going to be as monetizable or whatever.
Oh, we don't really need to worry about saying the name in the videos, I don't think, because, I mean, they can read.
I'm going to assume they can read.
By the time this is uploaded, we'll have a name, so what we're saying now is already outdated. Good job, us.
Thanks. Yeah, future me. Suck a fat one. You're welcome.
So I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan in the world. I really like the character, and this game has really shown me more how to appreciate the character, more about him.
Also, can't take care of plants.
Yeah, he's your standard college student who's not actually in college anymore.
No.
The life of a millennial.
It's the web shooter.
I have a little bit of memories of the Sam Raimi movies, but ultimately, honestly, most of my experience besides this game for Spider-Man comes from the MCU, and even then, I haven't watched those movies. I have not watched Spider-Man: Homecoming, so I'm probably like the Spider-Man version here.
I'm not super far ahead of you, if I'm going to be honest, but
yeah,
I still really like Spider-Man though, enough to where I know a decent chunk, I guess.
Like, I can catch some references here and there. The good thing about this game, much like the Arkham video games, what we brought up, Batman Arkham, is that this is its own universe, this is its own thing, so fans and newcomers alike can really just jump in and just enjoy it for what it is, and it's really well done. I love that toaster, by the way.
Yeah,
really.
The super toaster. Suit ain't smelling too good, we don't have time for that, though.
Yeah. And this is actually, I did some research on some of the suits you can get in this game, and this is actually apparently the suit from the 60s. Like, it's why it's called, nicknamed the classic
Warning,
suits.
pay your bills, Peter. And then he's like, I should probably do that.
But I ain't got any money.
Man, you know, I got bills, but see ya!
To Tony Stark's house.
He'll pay my rent for me, hopefully.
Dad, pay my bills.
Please, Mr. Stark, I need money.
Whoop. You can probably edit the QTEs here now.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll at least get through the intro with them on.
Oh, okay. You just want to.
Because I don't want to break up. I don't want to break up the pace either. You know.
That's fine.
Because you know the intro of this game is so exhilarating, and the QTEs don't really mess with it too much.
Did you take him down yet?
No, we're at
I never heard of Yuri until this game. I did not know she was a character at all. I don't know if she's from the comics or if she's an original character for this game, but...
You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching.
Oh man, I can't get over how good the web swinging is in this game.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
in general, it's so good.
That's half the reason why people love this game so much, is just the web. Being able to swing around like Spider-Man like this is just amazing. And we've had games before that have done it well, but this is the one that's probably as perfect as it's gonna get. As close to the comics and the movies as we can. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Sorry, yes, dealing with a personal issue.
Spider-Man is very agile in this game, which is a great thing. His sense of motion, or sense of momentum, I guess, is really good, and his weight feels just right.
He's very
especially
fluid.
when swinging.
He's very fluid.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, you know, the wall running and stuff is really good too. It's all around just good. Ah!
Spider-Man, no!
The wall running is good, but I am not. So.
Well, you haven't played this since your first playthrough, have you? You haven't touched
No,
this
it's-
in like 2 years?
Yeah, it's been about, because it wasn't exactly when this game came out, but it was not long after it came out.
Well,
when
it
I
came
got
out in September, and you got it for your birthday, right?
Yeah, actually, it might have been really soon after it came out then.
Bring in the hammer.
Yeah, I bought this game about 2 years ago. It was whenever the Game of the Year edition became a thing.
Yeah.
It was on sale on Black Friday at a GameStop for $20, brand new. I bought it, put it in the console, downloaded the DLC voucher, and I never put it in the console. I never even started it up until I started playing like a month ago.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I kept telling him, he's like, you gotta play the game, man. And he was like, oh, I'll get around to it eventually. And it's, you know, been years.
I'm a Spider-Man guy.
That's fair.
I mean, I love this game. I really do. And I can't wait to get back to it and finish it, but I'm not as... I don't know. I'm very bad about getting to new games.
Yes, thank you, game.
You have to tutorial.
Yeah, sorry. Even though I know mostly what I'm doing.
Gotta warn you, I'm feeling punchy.
Well, the game doesn't know that.
Next come.
Jesus, I can't get over how brutal the air attacks. It just kicks them away.
Oh yeah, like, screw these guys, dude. Like, these guys are super dead. Like, this guy's jaw is just gone.
Better or worse than Batman in the Arkham games in terms of...
I say it's on par. Because Batman just punches you until you stop moving.
And also, we're just gonna apologize to the audience ahead of time. We are gonna make, at least I am. I'm gonna be making a lot of comparisons to Arkham. It's just gonna happen. But I will also be comparing this to another Spider-Man game I played I actually played as a kid, Ultimate Spider-Man on PlayStation 2. This game reminds me a lot of that game. I know a lot of people compared this one to the Spider-Man 2 tie-in game, the one based on the movie. I never personally played that one, but it doesn't take much imagination to figure out what it's like. No! You can't do that.
I was trying to hit with a mantle cover. You know, non-lethally, of course.
Yeah, just like a heavy metal plate. I mean, it couldn't be that dangerous.
Yeah, dude, I've worked a city job before, and we had to pump sewers.
Yeah.
Like, mantle covers are really heavy,
They
dude.
are.
Like, really heavy.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Like, we have to take a shovel and, like, pry them up to, like, and, like, deadlift, like, flip them over.
I knew Fisk wouldn't go quietly.
I mean, yeah, Spider-Man, what'd you expect?
Yeah, he's Filson Whisk, of course.
One of my favorite things about this game is just, is how alive it feels. With the
Oh,
city.
yeah.
The city's really well done.
It's a living, breathing Manhattan.
Yeah, which is something the older games lacked. Like, even in Ultimate Spider-Man, for example, there are occasionally some townspeople, if I recall correctly, but they really didn't start pumping them around, like pumping out the models until you played as Venom, because you had to eat people to survive.
Yeah.
So you could go around just eating people. But when you're Spider-Man, they weren't as prevalent as they were here.
We're gonna lose him.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
Yes.
Yes.
He's the day, Willie. Heads up.
Oh, shit!
That guy was just so screwed. He was like, and he knew it, dude.
He's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Get out of here, Spider-Man! Ow.
No! Ow! Your health.
Build focus. Yeah, I got it. Hey, guys.
So basically, by punching enough enemies or doing just general actions in combat, or even just web swinging in the world, you build up that focus meter on the top left, and that allows not only can you heal yourself by hitting down on the D-pad, you can also do some instant takedowns. Which, again, if you played the Batman Arkham games, this should seem very familiar. The healing's new though.
Yeah,
That's very helpful. Which makes sense. Spider-Man does have increased regeneration compared to average people. I don't know he could command it, like, do it at will, but, you know, it's a video game, don't really care about that.
yeah, it makes better for like gameplay aspects, of course.
Yeah. To compensate, I'm not exactly sure that's why the healing is in the game, maybe it's the other way around, but I think to compensate for giving you a heal, this game is actually pretty challenging. Enemies can dogpile you fast. I like how the game just forces you to get
Oh yeah,
there.
it's like, oh, suck it.
It's like, oh god, it's a random Charlie horse.
Spider-Man stepped on a nail.
Yeah. I mean, the ceiling's coming down in there with all the bullets being sprayed around. It wouldn't be surprised if a cop, like, just nicked him with one of the bullets. But yeah, this game is amazing difficulty we're playing on, right?
Yeah, second to
Yeah.
hardest without getting
But
this
this
second
is-
to hardest without getting the like I don't think it's called hardcore, but it's basically hardcore difficulty. After you beat the game, you get a much harder difficulty.
Oh, okay.
You usually do it for New Game Plus. At least that's why I started. I started a New
Okay.
Game Plus playthrough. Kind of dropped it. Should probably get back to that soon, actually.
Basically, amazing difficulty is our normal difficulty. Friendly and then friendly neighborhood are, you know, baby mode. Basically, people who may not play a lot of video games, maybe they're not used to how action-packed games are, like fast action games. Very good for newcomers. But if you played this sort of game before, or you just like a good challenge, amazing is certainly... It's going to give you one, because I've died quite a few times when they send too many different types of enemies at you. So it's not a walk in the park, that's for sure. I'd imagine Spectacular is just that, but times 10 at that point. But I would say this is definitely harder than the first 3 Arkham games,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Not yet.
On the normal, just comparing normal to normal difficulties here.
Also, I'm very glad that you're taking the role of primary commentary whenever I'm busy kicking ass, because it's hard for me to focus on talking whenever I'm playing. So I appreciate the whole focus system being explained for me while I was trying to just do stuff.
I mean, yeah, someone's got to do it.
Hello, guys. Nope.
They're above you.
Come on. Okay.
You gotta talk to Aunt May.
Oh, I want. Let me website.
Well, now you sort of can.
Come on, this way.
I can imagine year 1 Spider-Man made those noises when he wasn't too used to using his powers. Gotta go up the wall.
Oh god, I just got like a
Shot.
machine gun in my spine. Guy tried to assault through my spinal cord with like an M249.
But you might notice Nathan only got hit like 3 times. Granted, he got shot, to be fair. But even if you just get punched, only a couple attacks can take you close to dead. It is very easy to die on normal difficulty and above. So you gotta pay attention. You know, you can't just take the hits. You may be Spider-Man, but you can't. You know, you're strong, but you certainly can't take a punch. You're certainly a glass cannon. That's how I always see Spider-Man.
On to the next one.
By the way, all the takedowns are wonderfully animated and just really fun to watch.
Oh yeah, the cinematic look is so great, and I love this one right here.
Oh,
Bam! Right in the back.
That guy's paralyzed.
Absolutely, he ain't walking for weeks.
It's I'm trying to do certain like button combos, but I don't have the abilities for them yet, so it sucks.
I really enjoy how Spider-Man moves in this game. Like that uppercut to launch enemies in the air when you hold the square button. That is, he does that exact motion in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. I love that. I love that. And his web swing, which you don't have yet.
Web swing.
Up there.
There we go.
Yeah.
If I go in this way, they'll
You
destroy
could tell
my
it's been a
enemies.
bit because I'm forgetting the intro.
It's been 2 years, I would say. So
Spider Sense.
I think it's behind. I think it's on the roof behind you. Yeah.
Hit him.
It's like my own private ventrance.
Ventrance. Also, yes, we get plenty of Spider-Man quips in this game, and I kind of love it.
Yuri Lowenthal does such a great job.
Oh, yeah.
And he was actually
scared.
Naruto. He
Yeah,
was actually
for any of those who like a little bit of dubbed anime, yes, Yuri Lowenthal is Sasuke in Naruto.
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal was actually recommended by, I think, the voice director or the voice caster to the Insomniac games, and it was out on a limb, like by the director's word alone. I can't remember her name. I believe it was a lady, but I can't remember their name. but she recommended Yuri Lowenthal, and they kind of took a chance on him. It's not so much that they didn't trust him, it was more like that's not what the company had in mind. I don't think they really had anyone in mind before Yuri, but they were super happy they took him for the role because they said he was perfect.
Oh, he does really good as Spider-Man.
He does a great job.
Let me in. I gotta stop for a blow zip.
See just how good their security is.
I gotta install my OS. Hold on.
Guess about the latest kernel patch.
Hello, Thor. Or, no, sorry, Fisk. Dang it.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
I love that line. Yeah, you're bald. You don't have
Well,
rights.
That's part of my charm, isn't it?
That's mean. I mean, Spider-Man's costume looks like he's bald.
I'm just imagining Spider-Man would get petty. He's like, he called me a kid. He's like, yo, you're bald and you're fat.
Your face, your head looks like a nutsack.
You're gonna blow that nutsack of a chin right off.
Also, I don't use that move very much. I don't know about you, but I don't really use that move much.
Oh, yanking enemies down after you launch them? No, I just
Yeah.
get up in the air.
Yeah, because that does more damage, I think. At least it feels like it does.
Not only that, it's safer because enemies will dogpile you. If you do, like, if you're too slow, enemies will get on your ass and they'll whack you one. So you want to be careful about that.
Almost sad to see it end. We'll get
I remember, I don't know if it's like, it's gotta be some sort of pass ability or something. I can't remember how I got it, but I remember in my game, there's like an ability you can get where the suit auto heals you at
That's a
certain
mod.
points.
That's a suit mod. If you get too low on health, it'll automatically use your focus to heal you.
Yeah.
It's a late game suit mod though, so you ain't getting that for some time.
Yeah, I remember I had a really good setup with that where focus healed me way more and it would auto heal me when I needed it, so I didn't focus on that. So if
Yeah.
I was just really
Focus.
if I was, you know, in the groove and really focused, I didn't really have to focus on that because it would heal me for myself if I really needed it. Because late game, especially when you get better with the combos and you get hit less, you start getting into the habit of just trying to build up enough focus to do the instant takedowns instead of healing all the time.
I've gotten into the habit now, because I tried playing this game like Arkham at first, just not so much countering, but dodging when necessary and just going for punches and using my gadgets. I've gotten into the habit now where I just honestly web people up because it's faster, and honestly it just makes the fight easier in the long run. Is if you can just web up people as soon as possible.
We can't move. We're pinned down.
I'll lift it. When you're
Thor, I got
feeling
you.
fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
With the power of button mashing! Ah! Spider-Man! Oh! Also, I love how it's almost an Avengers-esque just crescendo of the score in this part.
The music is great. I don't remember the composer's name, but whoever at Insomniac Games handled the score, like they knew what they were doing when they were doing a superhero video game. They did such a good job.
It's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground
Could
our
be
last
better.
one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was.
Huh. Camera.
Yuri, get
Is
here.
everyone good here?
Fast.
Probably not.
We're trying.
Spider-Man! Well, that's not great.
Ah, chiz.
Uh-oh. What's up, bro?
I love that punch.
Gah.
That's enough out of you.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah,
What's up, bros?
I would say rocket launcher enemies are my least favorite type of enemies with a weapon. With a gun, I should say. That's why.
Ow!
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Turns into mushy mush.
Rocket day or something?
Nice one, Spider-Man.
Watch out for that rocket, Spider-Man. What?
Watch out for those wrist rockets. Speaking of, oh, there he is. Hey, bud. Now perish. Ah! Ow! That guy's super dead.
That shattered most of the bones in his back.
Yep, he ain't getting up anytime soon. Oh!
Nice.
Man, how'd the bombs...
Are we sure this isn't year one Spider-Man?
No, what's going on here? Nope, it's this way. Okay. I'm trying so hard not to look like an idiot, but it's gonna happen. Sorry.
This is what happens when you don't have practice.
No, yeah, that is exactly what happens.
Ooh, nice. That was the last second dodge there.
Oh, hey, Spider-Man, don't do that.
You don't have web swing yet. That's an upgrade.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
It's
Hey,
like
what? Oh, hey, it's you.
in the web slinger tree. It's like the first one you can get.
Okay, room is clear. Bomb squad must be somewhere ahead. Hope they're okay.
Let me in. Oh, it's triangle.
Spider-Man had to finish his thought first. You can't do two things at
You guys
once.
all right?
Yeah, I can't either.
We were
Relatable.
just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
Cool.
Heads up, boss.
Well, you guys on the payroll or something? Screw that guy.
Yeah, I was never sure if these guys were just on Fisk's payroll, they were just dirty cops, or if these guys killed the actual bomb squad and took their costumes.
It could be any one of those, which
Yeah.
would be
Never get that image out of my
interesting
head.
regardless.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Functionally, they're just bad guys, so...
Yeah, you still beat them up the same. It's like it matters.
On to plan B.
It's like it's never really brought up again, if that's true. It's assumed probably they're just on this has them on the payroll.
Yeah.
Because that's how all like crime bosses
Actually,
work.
thinking about it now, I think they are. I think he may mention it to Yuri after we take them out here. So let's listen to what he says to Yuri here.
Hey Yuri, looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news
Yeah.
is
Yep.
we're Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down. Now.
With pleasure.
Getting in there. Let's go!
And this game also really highlights just how big Fisk is.
Oh yeah, this dude's massive. The only other piece of media that really highlights how massive he is the Sony's
Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse, where he's just a massive ball of man with a head.
This is a more realistically proportioned one. I'm not exactly sure what he looks like in Daredevil.
You're foolish.
So I don't know how well it was done there, considering that was live action. Might be kind of hard to get a 6'7" guy who's like 500 pounds.
Yeah, like he's strong too. Like he's got to have some sort of superhuman gene in him.
Years of this insolence.
Hello.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. Gotta wait for no.
Now come here, you. That's not good. Ah!
Ouch. Oh, they didn't hit you.
Ugh.
Okay, now.
And
How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you.
Knuckles is
ah!
I hate that table! It's tacky!
That table was trying to steal the Master Emerald.
You know, that is like one of the only times they have you catch something with the web sling like that. Like, throw it back.
Ow! I forgot old Wilson Fisky boy.
Take your best
Ooh.
shot.
Yeah, you basically want to web up Fisk. He's basically your tutorial on how heavy enemies will work.
Yeah,
you
'cause that
don't
is how
really
they
go
work
toe to
later
toe
on in
to
the
them.
game.
You
Ow!
want to web him up and then whack him.
Ah! Ah!
There you go. Careful, he's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to time it to where I was able to get some hits in, but also not. Ah! It's cutscene, but I still felt kind of bad for just getting punched in the jaw.
Yeah, heavy enemies are, I'd say, the bane of my existence. I don't even care. Like, even later in the game, when they introduce the more advanced enemies with certain weapons, I still find the heavies the most annoying because they're fast and they hurt. I think if there's one thing I never like in a video game, or at least I never look forward to,
What to do, man?
is if an enemy's really strong, but it's also fast. That is when I panic.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, he was charging at you like Bane. What?
And now I'll break you. Then the Bruja.
Brouhaha.
I don't want excuses.
Oh no.
Jeez. Oh, he hit his own guy.
I used him as a shield.
What do I
Not my fault, not my fault, not my fault, not my fault.
Not my fault.
Hey, excuse me, gentlemen.
I'm pretty sure, you know, people talk about how Batman has, you know, no care for someone's medical bills, even though they're criminals, you know. But like, I'd say Spider-Man's pretty much the same. I never hear that complaint for Spider-Man. You know, I'm pretty sure that guy you slung across the room is never gonna walk again. But that's
Yeah.
fine.
But I mean, like, Spider-Man makes funny quips while he does it, so he's better.
So it's okay.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Fisky boy?
And that's why no one liked the 90s edgy Spider-Man.
Shocker! That's not that Spider-Man.
Not that
but
Spider-Man.
I just think of that whenever I hear like edgy Spider-Man. I just think of black suit Spider-Man every time.
Oh, I say it to myself every time Shocker's brought up, even if it's not actually like in the context of Shocker, the villain. Ooh, like I just think anytime someone says Shocker, just the word, the phrase,
Yeah.
I think of Shocker.
Ooh. Now, how many punches can one bald man take?
Apparently a lot.
Ah!
How?
No, don't do it.
Can you fail the QTEs and things will still go?
I don't know, actually. I'm gonna try it.
Ah! Oh my god! That answers that question.
Looks like things are still going. I'll do them. Screw it. Punch, 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 punch. And then he webs up Fisk and you start, and he's dead.
Yeah, maybe later.
No, he's learned his lesson.
Ah.
This is year 8 Spider-Man. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting choice to have Fisk as a tutorial boss. It's really just to kick off the story, but I remember in Ultimate Spider-Man, well, I don't count the beginning fight because that's like literally the first thing you do, but your first real boss fight is actually Shocker. And he's pretty pathetic. He's also old Shocker, so it looks like he has toasters on his
You know, I
hands.
think you got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiots! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
You know, he's too far away for you to hear, Fisk.
Yeah, he's probably like halfway to Queens by now.
End of an era.
Yeah.
I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
I'm curious. He puts, I mean, granted, Spider-Man's the one who ultimately brought him down, but like, why would he put all the blame on just him, considering, you know, the police would have got to him eventually, right?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
I mean, well, oh,
guess.
no, I take it back. He did have an escape plan with a chopper, but still. But I think now would be a good time to call it apart. So we'll see you guys for the next part of Spider-Man when we enjoy the spoils of our victory for taking down Fisk.
Spider-Man.